Okay, so I just put together this PC here that consists of the HYTE Y60 case with a 4090. In particular, the MSI Gaming Trio, and as you can see, it fits just fine. It's lengthwise about 13.5 inches. The case is just fine, and thickness is about 3 inches. So it fits the case fine. However, there's not very much clearance if you look at the side. Um, Toward it's almost about touching the side panel. In the back, where the card is the I/O, where the I/O is, there's probably about 3 millimeter distance before it touches the side panel. And as it goes toward the front of the case, I would say there's probably only 1 millimeter. So it's really up close there, and you're not going to get a lot of airflow. This GPU in particular has three 8-pin adapter. Some of the other one has four. I don't overclock my GPU, so three is fine with me. A little bit less clutter, less wire. Have not been able to find any ATX 3.0 power supply. Hopefully, toward the end of the year, I'll be able to find one. Cut down on some of the wires here. Okay, now this is with the side panel on, and as you can see here from the side, it is almost about touching the side panel. Like I said, very little airflow when I'm playing a game the first hour or so. It reaches maybe as high as 70 degree. After about an hour, it kind of ramps up to about 80, and that's when I have to take out the side panel. So that's kind of a drawback right now with this case with a 4090 when you have it vertically mounted. I have not been able to find a solution, so right now temporarily when I game for about an hour longer, I have to take the side panel off. Alright, so now I'm going to do a little benchmark with Cyberpunk. Let's check out the thermal of the GPU. As you can see here, I am running in DLDSR mode. That is 1.75 times my monitor resolution, which is an ultrawide 3440 by 1440p, and it's running on ultra setting with all ray tracing enabled. So, and it runs really cool. This card, along with all the other 4090s, from what I can tell, are super fast, but also runs super cool. This one in particular is no different. This MSI Gaming Trio. I know this with all my games with the side panel off when the air is not being restricted by the side panel. It runs somewhere between low 60s and mid 65 degree, which is crazy, crazy cool. And currently, this GPU is being paired with a Ryzen 7950X. And the fan is super quiet as well. I would have to press my ear against the fan to be able to hear it. And as you can see here, as I zoom in, it is in the low 60 to mid 65, which is insane if you think about it, how much pixel it is pushing in with all ray tracing enabled. Now, if I put the side panel on, like I said, after an hour, it shoots up to about 80 to 85 degree. I'm not sure why it takes an hour for it to reach that temperature, and not in like 10 to 15 minutes. It's always around the 1 hour mark. I notice my fan ramps up, and that's when I notice it hits 80 degree. So I'm not really sure why it takes that long, and when I put my fingers against the side panel, it is extremely hot. So I have not been able to find a solution that will be able to allow me to put the side panel on without taking it off after an hour. I do have two fans, two 140 millimeter fans at the very bottom that is capable of 3000 RPM, and that solves the issue. But the problem, it is way too loud. If you have two of those things going at 3000 RPM or even 2500 RPM, it is just a jet engine on my desk, and it is not a permanent solution. It does keep it very cool, however, when you got those two fans blowing air from underneath. But like I said, that's not a very good permanent solution. It is just way too loud. Again, it's running very cool, 65 degree. And this game is still extremely demanding, still getting only between 55 frames and 60. So I'm kind of looking forward to DLSS 3.0. Once that gets released, how much more better performance going to get out of it. Alright, so that kind of wraps up this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you're looking for a 4090 and you're looking to build with a HYTE Y60, I do recommend it. It is a great case, but just want to give you a heads up. Just know that with a 4090, it's going to be a little bit tight, and like all the negative points so far. So yeah. Hopefully this video helped you out in deciding if you want a HYTE Y60. It's a great case. I had my doubt at first. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but once I saw the case in person and started building into it, I just kind of fell in love with it. I also ordered the Leon Lee Evo Dynamic. It is still in a box. I have not opened it, so that is definitely going back. I'm gonna keep this case. The only drawback is, like I said, it's with a 4090 it's a little bit too small, but with other cards it's perfect. Alright guys, hopefully the video helped you decide on whether getting this case or not, pairing with 4090, and consider giving me a like or subscribing if you found it helpful. Alright, take care, talk to you later, peace out.
What's shaking, Night City? Your man Stan here. Anyone out there had the misfortune of installing Zetatech's latest faulty knee joint? Trust me, you'd know. It bends every way but the right way. But wait, don't swap it out for a new one just yet. In Night City, impracticality is always in vogue. You might just be on the forward edge of fashion.